Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So, I will be doing a couple of these videos during the summer. We're going to do some deep dives into different clubs. That's how this channel originally started, is all the videos that I did were this type of video, and some of you really like them, so I don't have as many results to talk about. Don't panic, I will be doing an end of season roundup for the European leagues that have just finished very soon. And I will be doing lots of stuff for the upcoming European Championships as well. But today, let's look at Bayer Leverkusen, as they have obviously just had this amazing season. So Bayer Leverkusen, officially known as Bayer 04 Leverkusen Fußball GmbH, and commonly known as Bayer Leverkusen or simply Leverkusen, is a German professional football club based in Leverkusen, North Rhine-Westphalia. It competes in the Bundesliga, the top tier of German football, and plays its home matches at the Bayer Arena. Let's take a look at this lovely stadium. Bayer Arena, so called because of its sponsors: Bayern, the medicinal pharmaceutical company, and it holds 30,210 in league matches, but it goes down to 29,412 in international. Opened in 1958, renovated it last time in 2009, and it used to be called the Ulrich Haberland Stadion, and its capacity was 20,000 at that point. Okay, founded in 1904 by employees of the pharmaceutical company Bayer, whose headquarters are in Leverkusen and from which the club draws its name. The club was formerly the best known department of TSV Bayer 04 Leverkusen, whose members participate in athletics, gymnastics, basketball, field handball, rowing, tennis and hockey. In 1999, the football department was separated from the sports club. Bayer Leverkusen's main colours are red and black, which feature across their playing kits and on their badge. And their local rivals are Cologne, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Fortuna Düsseldorf. Okay, so we've talked about their full name. Nicknames are Die Werkself, the company's 11, or Die Schwarz-Roten, the black and reds, founded 119 years ago on the 1st of July 1904. Ground, we've had a look at that already. Owner Bayer AG, admin by Fernando Carro and Simon Rolfes. Head coach currently, obviously, Xabi Alonso, very famously, and they've just finished an invincible season in the Bundesliga, stopping 11 years of Bayern Munich, winning the title, of course. Bayer Leverkusen won promotion to the Bundesliga in 1979 and won their first top-flight honour, the UEFA Cup, in 1988. Oh god, the UEFA Cup is this week. Well, the Europa League, sorry. I wonder if they win that as well. The club famously finished runners-up across 3 competitions in 2002, including the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, that was the year, one of the first years I really got into my football. It was about 98 I started, and by 2002 I was obsessed, so I watched that final. Obviously Real Madrid beat them, and I was a massive fan of Real at the time. Zidane scoring that goal. After over 30 years without silverware, the club won their first Bundesliga title in 2024, so quite up to date, becoming the first German team to do so unbeaten, while also setting the European record for consecutive unbeaten competitive games, currently standing at 51. It could be 52 this Wednesday. Okay, so history. On the 27th of November 1903, Willem Hauschild wrote a letter, signed by 180 of his fellow workers, to his employer, the Friedrich Bayer & Co., seeking the company's support in starting a sports club. The company agreed to support the initiative, and on the 1st of July 1904, Turn- und Spielverein Bayern Leverkusen was founded as a works team. On 31st of May 1907, a separate football department was formed within the club. In the culture of sports in Germany at the time, there was a significant animosity between gymnasts and other type of athletes. Eventually this contributed to a split within the club. On the 8th of June 1928, the footballers formed a separate association that also included the handball and fistball players, don't know what fistball is, athletics and boxing, while the gymnasts carried on as TuS Bayer Leverkusen. The gymnasts adopting blue and yellow as their colours. So throughout this period and into the 1930s, Bayer Leverkusen played 3rd and 4th division of football. In 1936, they earned promotion to the second highest class of play of the period. That was also the year that the club wore the Bayer cross, still visible on their kits for the first time. They made their first appearance in the upper league play in 1951 in the Oberliga West and played there until 1956, after which they were relegated. Bayer would not return to the upper leagues until 1962, just one season before the formation of Germany's new professional league, the Bundesliga. The next year saw the club in the Regionalliga West TS2, where their performances over the next few seasons left them well down the league table. Okay, so Bundesliga. Bayern made something of a breakthrough in 1968 by winning the division title, but was unable to advance through the playoff round to the first division. The club was relegated again in 1973, but made a quick return to what is now called the Zweite Bundesliga, second Bundesliga, after just one season spent in the 3rd division. 4 years later, the club secured a place in the Bundesliga to start to play there in the 1979-80 season. By the mid-80s, Bayer Leverkusen became established in the upper half of the league table and was well established there by the end of the decade. It was during this time, in 1984, that the two halves of the club that had parted ways over half a century earlier were reunited. The new club took red and white as its colours. In addition to becoming an established Bundesliga side, the club earned its first honours with a win in the 1988 UEFA Cup. Down 3-0 to Espanyol after the first leg of the final, Bayer Leverkusen drew even in the return match and then won the title on penalty kicks 3-2. That same year, long-time Bayer Leverkusen executive Rainer Kallmund became the general manager of the club. The decade and a half following this saw the club's greatest successes. Okay, so that's the progression of the club emblem, and this is since 1996. Okay, let's talk about the Nilien, or what was it called? Bayer. I can't remember what the nickname was. Bayer Neverkusen, I think. The team earned a series of 4 second-place finishes from 1997 to 2002. The finishes of 2000 and 2002 were heartbreaking for supporters, as on both occasions the team had the Bundesliga title within its grasp. Tell Dortmund about that. In 2000, Bayer Leverkusen needed only a draw against SPVGG Unterhaching to win the title. Sporting... I can't remember the word. But an own goal by Michael Ballack. Oh no, you get in. That's Ulf Kirsten, that's not Michael Ballack. Own goal by Michael Ballack helped send the team to a crushing 2-0 defeat, while Bayern Munich won the title with a 3-1 victory over Werder Bremen. 2 years later, the club surrendered a 5-point lead atop the league table by losing 2 of its last 3 matches, while Borussia Dortmund swept ahead. With 3 consecutive victories in its final matches, the 2002 season had been dubbed the Treble Horror, as Bayer Leverkusen were also beaten 4-2 in the Pokal final by Schalke, and lost the UEFA Champions League 2-1 to Real Madrid, which also led to some of the English language media dubbing them Neverkusen. Leverkusen was the first team to reach the final of the Champions League without ever having won a national championship. In addition, 5 members of the Bayer Leverkusen team were also members of the Germany national team, which lost the final of the World Cup of 2002 against Italy on penalties. was against Brazil. Oh yes, Ronaldo, okay. Pierluigi Collina was the ref. So then they sold players, blah blah blah, and then Xabi Alonso turned up. So in October 2022, with the club in the relegation zone, oh god, yeah, I forgot about that, Leverkusen appointed Xabi Alonso as head coach in his first senior managerial role. Let's remember that, shall we? He went on to guide the team to safety and a 6th placed finish. In 23-24, Alonso's first full season in charge, Leverkusen achieved significant domestic and European milestones, bolstered by effective squad building and strategic signings, including Swiss captain Granit Xhaka, Jonas Hoffmann, Alejandro Grimaldo, and Matej Kovar. By early 2024, they had set a new club record for the longest unbeaten start to a season, followed by breaking the Bundesliga record, formerly held by Hamburger since 82-83, when I was born, for the longest unbeaten run by a club in all competitions, with 26 games unbeaten. Followed by breaking the European record of the European top 5 leagues, Germany, England, Spain, France and Italy, set by Juve in 2011-2012, of 43 cross-competitive compulsory games in a row without defeat. On the 14th of April 2024, Leverkusen were crowned Bundesliga champions for the first time ever after beating Werder Bremen 5-0, ending Bayern Munich's run of 11 successive league titles. This was the club's first trophy since winning the 92-93 Pokal. On 9th of May 24, Leverkusen set a new record for the longest run of matches without a loss in European football history since the introduction of the UEFA Cup competitions, following a 2-2 draw against Roma in the Europa League. Their run of 51 games unbeaten broke the previous record of 48 set by Benfica between 63 and 65. Leverkusen then finished the league season unbeaten, the first club in the Bundesliga to do so. In contrast to many other German football clubs which hold close ties to their working class roots, Bayer Leverkusen strives for a clean, family-friendly image. The Bayer Arena has the reputation of being one of the most family-friendly football stadiums in Germany. Conversely, Bayer was the first Bundesliga club whose fans identified themselves as ultras, and the city of Leverkusen is one of the old industrial cities of Germany. Bayer Leverkusen is perceived by some to have an ongoing image problem of a different sort. Although they are a financially healthy club with a stable of strong players, many fans of the traditional clubs denounce Bayer Leverkusen as being a plastic club without traditions or a committed fan base, existing solely as a creation of their rich pharmaceutical company sponsor Bayer AG. As a result, the club and their fans have started to emphasize their industrial origins with pride, calling themselves Werkself, the factory team, mill handlers, or Pillendreher, the tablet twisters. Bayer Leverkusen's corporate origins, however, are far from unique. Other clubs, including PSV, Carl Zeiss Jena and Sochaux, share a similar reputation of being works teams, as distinguished from the various Red Bull teams of Salzburg, New York and Leipzig, which have been established or redefined in the recent past, primarily for commercial reasons. The formation of Bayer Leverkusen was motivated by the idea of promoting the living conditions of local factory workers early in the 20th century. In view of this tradition, UEFA allows Bayer Leverkusen to use the brand name Bayer in European club competitions, while disallowing such naming practices, most notably to Red Bull Salzburg. Okay, very few domestic honours, as we know, but I think that's set to change in the next couple of years. So the Bundesliga, first time in 23-24, runners-up many times. The Cup Pokal in 92-93. European Champions League runners-up in 2001-2002. They won the UEFA Cup in 87-88. We'll find out on Wednesday if they're going to add to that with Europa League. And their current crop of players are Lukas Hradecki, Finnish goalkeeper, Josip Stanisic, Piero Incapié, Jonathan Tah, Odilon Cosino, Jonas Hoffmann, Robert Andrich, Borja Iglesias, Florian Wirtz, Edmund Tapsoba, Artur Patrick Schick, Maciej Kovarch, Noah Mambamba, Nathan Tella, Alex Grimaldo, Amin Adli, Victor Boniface, Adam Hlojek, Timothy Fosumensa, Ezequiel Palacios, Jeremy Frimpong, Madi Mononay, Gustavo Puerta, Granit Xhaka, Niklas Blomb, Ken Ikezo and Ayman Aurir. Sadr Azmoun is on loan at Roma currently. And yeah, that was fun. If you want me to do another club, then put it in the comments section which one you'd like me to do, and I'll consider doing it next week. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out my playlists where I've got loads of these from different regions around the world, not just in Europe, but in South America, Asia as well. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye 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 bye.